As always, we deliver you guys some of the dopest, illest artists from around the city and the globe. And today we got the homie Solo the Dweeb in the building.
The Dweeb.
You the bomb effect. You know what I'm saying?
My brother is here, man. It's been a long time coming. We finally got you here. I caught up with you at Camp Smokey Bear.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
to, you know what I'm saying? Don't do Crow Crew, you feel me? Yeah, you feel me? I felt like they had that little like watchful eye on me for the longest, you know what I'm saying? And I always rock with Shamika's music as a whole, as well as like, you know what I'm saying, her dude Saint's ideas. So it was only natural, you feel me?
Yeah.
It was one of those like just call me kind of deals, you know what I'm saying? So they hit me and was ready for me to do a headlining joint. So the rest from there is, you feel me?
That's a lot.
And it turned out to be a fun day, you know?
It did. I mean, we got there a little bit late because we had the show that day.
The rain threw everybody off, really.
It
wasn't, just so everybody know, that spot definitely, without a doubt, would have been like a real festival if the weather was good all day. It would have been like 30 times more than what it was. And it already was something.
That's what I'm about
like,
to say,
for the record.
yeah.
It was already something, like, for the record. But it would have been like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been raw.
And that was honestly my first time seeing you perform live.
Wow, I hope it was good.
You here.
Like, he has a lot of energy.
Yeah,
Man.
his stage presence.
Thank y'all.
I pay attention to your performance.
Yeah.
Thank y'all, G. I be
What does
My
it feel
God.
like when you on stage?
Man, I don't know. It feels like it's like a blur, really. I don't really like, it's interesting because it's like, I'm very aware of myself, you feel me, and what be going on while I be performing, but I don't really think too much about it because I'm too much like
Zoned out.
in the present, you know what I'm saying? Like in the present and just like trying to focus on the performance itself because I feel like any other thoughts will kind of like move me off that kind of path, and then you end up thinking too much, and I don't think that's really good to be like cluttered in your head in the middle of a performance. You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
mess around, forget a word.
Exactly. That's exactly how people get tongue-tied, thinking too much. So I just try to stay like focused in that present moment, and music has been what I wanted to do for like a minute. So I just try to like leave it all on the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like for lack of better words, I guess. You know, I try to just leave it all on the stage and give it my all every time I perform.
That's how
you
you're
know what I'm
supposed
saying?
to do it.
As long as it makes sense, you know. 9 times out of 10, if you're ever at a Solo the Dweeb performance anywhere, and if I'm giving like a butt performance, I was probably mad at the promoter or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Something fool happened, and I was just like, okay, and just like, you know, it's yeah, you know,
That's
it's
what
not.
I was gonna
I
ask
don't
you
ever-
that too. Like, have you ever had a bad, experience, a bad performance?
I mean, yeah, I could definitely say I had, you know, but they're kind of like a lot of them are in the past. I can't really think of any like current
Mhm.
bad performances that didn't like, even when they didn't go how they were supposed to. I really try to stick on my feet, so I would say I could definitely tell you a lot of stories, you know what I'm saying? I could tell you plenty of stories, you know, like all kinds of stuff from like open mics to actual shows to whatever, you know, but like luckily I guess I just took a lot of my L's early before I had like a lot of like notoriety and built up that buzz for myself that I got now, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of those L's I just was able to learn from, which is a blessing because in my opinion, just to be able to learn from your mistakes, just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just, it's such a hard thing to do these days, I feel like.
You feel like, with all of your performances, do you feel like that helped grow your audience?
Yeah, you know, I didn't really, when it started to grow, I didn't really pay too much attention to it because, like I said, tunnel vision, it's such a double-edged blade. You know, like the good thing with tunnel vision is you focus and you can like stick to your goal and do your thing. But like, I would say one of the bad things is like when you're moving so long, you know, it's like you don't know for sure if you really went a distance or not because you're just like,
You're just moving.
you're
on
just
the
moving.
treadmill.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're just moving,
Yep.
man. Somebody called me and I was having a conversation with them this morning, and they told me like, man, I'll never forget the day you told me this. I'm finna take this. It was hot.
Hey, nigga, you making me
hot. It was hot. It was hot under there. It super was hot under there.
I was trying to see how long he was
cool. I'm like,
he can stay a whole show.
I was like, man, I could stay in this interview with this ski mask on my head.
I'm thinking with Jones. I'm like, hey, if he do this the whole
I'm watching like I'm not even looking like
my forehead was screaming, boy. Like my forehead was like, take it off now. Maybe if I take off the trench coat, I feel like putting the ski mask back on. You know what I'm saying? I came in here really ready for snow indoors, just so y'all understand what's going on in here. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all can't see it.
we were saying, you know, like when you performing, do you feel like, you know, that helped grow your audience?
It really, yes, it did organically, but I didn't really realize it until it got to the point where it was like really out of hand and I had more like control over what I thought, because where I feel like the buzz started for me, it started with like open mics, because I went to a lot of I'm an open mic baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually went to the same after school program that Chance went through. Yes.
I used to slide through that.
Brother Mike was my mentor. You know what I'm saying? He was my mentor too. You know what I'm saying? My of all the mentors, it was like Brother Mike and Jovia. You know what I'm saying? Jovia was like my main one. But Brother Mike always did assist me and like kept me guided on my stuff. And but long story short, just from jumping around the different open mics, this particular one on 55th that used to be busting called the Clio or Lyric, you know what I'm saying? I went and performed this particular song called Dreams. And like the first time I performed it, it was like, I didn't really think anything of it, but people kept coming to me after I would perform and be like, yo, you gotta perform that song again next week. And I didn't realize it was a thing until like when I would come in and perform, the entire like room was up. Like everybody was up. People were standing on chairs. People were screaming, like chanting lyrics. Like that was kind of like, it was kind of cool because like that's kind of how people knew me, like from that song. They'd be like, you're that hit me up, I got what you need guy, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, it was crazy, but it was just like, oh yeah, I guess that is me. You know what I'm saying? And it was from there when I was just learning like, yeah, man, it's something in these performances that definitely like, you know what I'm saying, bring in that energy. But it's just like, I've always had such a abundant amount of energy, man, because I was one of those kids that, you know, them little hype kids that grow up and they always telling that one kid just to calm down and just chill out and stuff.
Sound like
that
my
was
son.
me, man. That was me. You feel me? We be really like, I really like just like, you know what I'm saying, put it in the pocket. You feel me? Just put a lot of that energy in the pocket and just maybe this is all that bursting out now. You know what I'm saying? And in my 20s, you feel me? And
so I have
come
a
out
question.
as a result.
Speaking of children, so, you know, back in the day, like when we heard the word dweeb,
It
it had a negative association to it. So, like,
I think it still does. It's just like a low key negative, like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a low key negative association because it's not. It doesn't flip off the tongue like that.
People don't say dweeb often
At all.
Yeah,
like that.
nobody said like Caucasian people.
I was about
that.
to say the same thing.
Caucasians
So,
say
the
that. You know what I'm saying? That's like
word,
Caucasians. I like that. The Caucasoids definitely be saying that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Caucasoids. You feel me? Yeah, the Caucasoids definitely be saying that. Like,
Hilarious.
I know.
Definitely. But it was a name given to me. You know what I'm saying? My name is actually like a 2-part nickname. You know what I'm saying? Like, my first name Solo was given to me in like 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? Because kids found out what I found out, I told them my government, and they were like, "We're not gonna remember that." So they came up with Solo from like, they said Solo from like Star Wars, but it was weird because I'm like, how these little niggas know I like Star Wars? But I didn't question it because I was like, I love Star Wars and Han Solo's my dude, so I'll be Solo. You know, and the Dweeb was like from my 2 older brothers because they was doing like. My brother taught me how to freestyle and stuff. So they had their own little like freestyle improv group that they did around where we lived because I was living in Indiana at the time and I wanted to be a group. You know what I'm saying? I was like my little groupie stuff. You feel me? I was a little brother. You feel me? I'm the youngest. So I was a Mr. Me too. You feel me? So I was like, teach me. You know what I'm saying? Let me join y'all group. You feel me? And they let me join, but I was like being so little brotherish. I was just like, no, I need a nickname too. So it's like official. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Put me down.
Right. Like, I need to be down with the gang. You know what I'm saying? So they was like,
you little dweeb.
So, yeah, exactly. They was like, all right, so we'll just call you the dweeb. And I'm like, what? The dweeb? That's
not cool.
That's retarded. Like, don't call me that. Like, da-da-da-da. But it grew on me. I was trying to figure out some type of little rap name or some identity or whatever, and I was like, man, I got these two names. Let's just
put it together. And I admit, I'd never say dweeb unless I'm saying your name.
I like it. I like it because of that, because of the rarity in it, and I like it because my name is so like unique. Yeah. You feel me? You really don't know. I feel like my entire ensemble is confusing. Like, you feel me? I feel like my Instagram is probably confusing as hell for people. Because they be like, okay, so what's your name? Solo the Dweeb. Solo the Dweeb. Okay, so this might be some, like, anime, rap, hip-hop, something. They come to my page and they see you. Gold teeth and all this other rappity rap stuff. And you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, okay. Well, then it'd be even worse for people who meet me, like, face-to-face and then see me perform. Because they talk to me because I articulate myself and I talk like this. You feel me? And then I get on stage, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go do a little show real quick. And then go do my thing and come back. And I'm like, all right, so, you know what I'm saying? We're worried. And they have a whole different... I've seen so many different, like, opinions change, bro. Even before I moved back here. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in the West Coast in Arizona, like, would literally come to, you know what I'm saying, performances and people would judge me and the people who I'm with off bat. Just because of how we dress and how we look, you know what I'm saying? And people were way more closed-minded than they are today. So automatically, y'all already know it's in the black community, if something look weird, it's gay. You know what I'm saying? So it really didn't matter to me, you know what I'm saying? But then we would go perform, and as soon as I'm done performing, everybody it's a whole different, like, we were so wrong about you. You were good at the wrong. Like, okay, you know, so it's just kind of funny how that, like, transition goes, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the performance is definitely a big part of it. I would say it's like one of my, now I realize it's like one of my most winning, like, qualities, you know what I'm saying? I definitely be trying to tell people, like, oh, just go to a show. Just come to a show.
And that's come
to a show, see if you like
off.
It. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the most I could tell people.
Like, speaking of shows, I want to talk about one show in particular that's, like, big, right? Like, you know, South by South.
Okay.
You know, my man. Look. We're gonna talk about this. You did a great show.
Yeah.
You shut it down, and right after your performance, as you're getting, you know, done performing, you know, Jay Prince Jr. comes right up and calls out 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
While he's still on stage. What was that experience like? Like, cause it's the video, cause the video looked like you was right with him.
So here's the thing about that. I did not know who Jay Prince Jr. was until that night in South by Southwest. So that's the first thing. I'm a real hip hop head, but I also, like, as far as the politics and the other end of stuff, live under a rock. You know what I'm saying? Before I really started, like, trying to be open-minded and jump onto all these different paths of music, like, you know what I'm saying, just as far as, like, not even rapping, but just from, like, listening. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, for me, that's really fundamental because I never would have, like, leveled up. Because I was a lyricist. I'm a lyricist at heart. When I started this, I was, like, you know what I'm saying, rappity rap, like, you know what I'm saying, boom bap, you know what I'm saying, always that way. And I never really jumped out of that zone because I was so close-minded about it. I'm like, nah, if it's not, you know what I'm saying, if it's not 16, I don't want to listen to it, like, Waka Who, you know, and, like, one day, like, for real, I was that's really how y'all lyrical people sound, like, all y'all lyrical stans who be like, I'm hip-hop to the death of me, like, that's cool, bro, but that's how y'all sound, bro. Y'all sound like the bougie people at like, the school that be talking about the lunch food, like, like, I be having caviar on my Lunchables and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all those type of kids, you know what I'm saying? I was one of those kids, those bourgeois kids, but, like, after jumping, I'm so glad I jumped out of my little bubble, bro, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to understand, like, all aspects of, like, music. There's so much to discover. There's so much to discover. That's why I started making trap music, because it's so much fun. And then it's not a lot. And then it be me. It for me, it's extra fun because I don't. No matter what type of music I alter myself in, I don't never change my like derogative or my directive. Like it don't never be no stuff that be like way out of bars for some stuff that I've done or said. Like, I mean, you know, I leave that for the listener to really decide for themselves. But
speaking of listener, we actually gonna get into one of your joints too. It's called Vulture. Break that down real quick. We gonna get into that. No, I'm saying break down.
You know what I'm saying? Well, Vultures was this crazy sensation that popped off a while back. There's a lot of things in that people don't understand. Like people don't even think there's a dance in there. You know what I'm saying? Like the Vultures like was kind of like debuting this dance that me and my boy Manny Jordan came up with, and we made it for people don't even know that dance is dedicated to our little brother Yuri. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Well, he's Manny Jordan's biological brother, but he was like a brother to me as well. You know what I'm saying? And he passed away from gun violence on the west side of Chicago, and Yuri didn't do anything but dance. You know what I'm saying? He was just a dancer. You feel me? So he didn't deserve to die. It was a really messed up thing that happened. You know what I'm saying, for Manny. And one day he had told me like, bro, I think I'm gonna make a dance after my little brother because that's all my little brother used to do was dance. So I want to make a dance for him. So I told him like, we're gonna make it go viral. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get that dance and we're going to make that go viral, like for Yuri. You know what I'm saying? Off top. So, you know what I'm saying? The UU, which is like basically just like a fanning off like motion, you feel me? Where you're dancing, like when I say, I just hit the UU with my mans, you feel me? Like, that's basically the dance we made for our boy, you feel me?
And now I get the video.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? While I'm fanning myself out, yeah, we hitting that dance, you feel me? It's probably gonna catch on way later, but I'm okay with that. As long as it catch. As long as it catch for Yuri. You feel me? It's gonna catch for Yuri, guaranteed.
I hear that. And we gonna get into Vultures right here, right now, Illinois via Logic Radio. We'll be right back.
I was in the hood with the condors. Now I'm taking off like a Concorde. Clothes is taking off like the Concorde. Niggas fake, I stay up in the house more. These niggas fake, I start to point them out more. Shots I gave her, booty sticking out more. Ooh, the blood just came, I'm trapping off the couch more. Ooh, my legs and braids is trapping out the house more. I ain't moving muscle, but I'm paid. I ain't moving muscle, but I'm paid.
And we are back on Illinois Radio. You just heard the homie Solo the Dweeb Vultures.
Solo.
Hello.
How you feeling, my brother?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good, bro. I'm feeling confident.
You should. You really should.
When you make good music, you should feel confident.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm kind of most happy about. I'm just happy my music is good.
Because hey,
good.
If it's trash, you would know.
Exactly. I feel like I really would know. I'd be like, I wouldn't be like in this seat. I'd be one of those people like sitting frustrated, wondering like, why isn't my music good? You know what I'm saying? Like,
why is Illinois not responding to my email? Like, why they leave me on scene?
Right. You know what I'm saying? It would have been something probably different, but I'm super blessed. Nothing short of it. You know what I'm saying? From everybody, from my whole team. You know. From all levels of.
And speaking of team, we gotta talk about All Cost.
Yes, sir.
So first and foremost, break down what All Cost is and who all is within. Who's all in All Cost.
All right, I'm gonna try my best, but first, before I really break that down, I just wanna let it be known I am in two collectives. You feel me? I am in All Cost, but I'm also with my people Sound Posse. You know what I'm saying? Sound Posse World Entertainment Day. If you be listening to half of the beats that are on half of the songs, you'll hear some potties saying Sound Posse Shorty. You know what I'm saying? That's my team. You feel me? It's a team of artists and producers alike, you know, and they provide me with like 3/4 of my beats and they be going crazy. But All Cost, you feel me? All Cost was just it's a creative collective of creatives. You know what I'm saying? It's like a freak accident that went right, I guess, you know.
Hey, that's a dope way to put it.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, right now, currently, we have four artists, you know what I'm saying, in All Costs. Myself, Ace of 2 times, you know what I'm saying, shout out the gang, you know, Bandland, ZZ, you feel me, L Rays, you feel me. I probably didn't say that at the right tone, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Rays, that's how you're supposed to say it. Rays. Boys cracking on the radio and stuff. Bandland finna be like, I'm finna have a call after this. He'll be like, so I need you to say that raise right
The
next time.
correct way.
The correct way, please. And last but not least, our other newest addition is Young Jasper. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Young Jasper is a co-artist. You know what I'm saying? I got
Uno Thrash.
whether people know it or not, I got hits with all these gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? These guys are like my brothers. You feel me? I couldn't be happier working with, you know what I'm saying, anybody else really in the city right now because these guys they're easy to work with, man. They're fun. You know what I'm saying? It's just a real organic chemistry. Outside those kind of those, you know what I'm saying? Outside the artists, you know, we have Beautiful Vibes. You know what I'm saying? The founder and owner of LSD Studios. You know what I'm saying? We have my man Nayar Creates. You know what I'm saying? One of the hardest
Working
men in Chicago
real.
to date. You feel me? Just so you understand. You feel me? Because I just be feeling, for real, man, because I just be feeling like people be kind of like trying to set my man back. Like, they don't really understand all the stuff my boy do for this city. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he do a lot. You know what I'm saying? Whether they see it or not.
Let the people know real quick. Like,
hey, that man there work hard, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I can't even, it's not even some stuff I could throw out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's that man business. That's not my business. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, he worked hard. You feel me? And we got plenty of stuff on the way. You know what I'm saying? Backtracking to Vibes. Vibes was originally my manager when I joined All Costs. You know what I'm saying? I was there when I was recording in her basement before she got LSD Studios. You know what I'm saying? So seeing her and seeing that evolution and how she's grown as like
Shout out to
an
Vibes.
engineer and a producer is literally nothing short of beautiful,
she's a female
bro.
that does
Exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying?
that.
She's a
Man,
black woman
man, she
killing the
make heat.
game, bro.
Man.
She's a black woman killing the game, bro. Engineering, producing, you know what I'm saying, and songwriting. You know what I'm saying? She got bangers. She just don't. I don't know. She just don't like sharing them. She just be a little shy. She be a little
like
shy.
to share with the right
just
people.
Just say, no,
That's all.
Vibes got bangers, y'all. I'ma say it. She don't want to say it, so I'ma say it. You know what I'm saying? Next up, we got Vo Vision. You know what I'm saying? That's Ace's manager, you know what I'm saying, as well as a creative mind on the group, you know what I'm saying. He be real more background light, but it's Vision in his name for a reason, you feel me? Because he got great ideas, you feel me? And along with that, another creative we got Ugly Ass Chopper, you know what I'm saying, the WAP, you feel me? Me and him got music videos out. He's like, I don't even know, what's that called? Like a Swiss Army knife in that with all the little options in? Yeah. Ugly Ass Chopper is a Swiss Army knife. If you need whatever you need, he could probably, artistically speaking, he could probably help you 9 times out of 10.
You just
guaranteed. You know what I'm saying?
To a Swiss Army
your
knife. That's
analogies
dope.
are on
I know,
point
right?
today,
Hey,
like,
I've been thinking about, just off the top.
Okay, I got one. Hold on, I want to see something. So, if somebody asks you what you would compare your music to, what would you compare? Your sound.
Now that's where the roadblock hits because I'm good at describing everybody else but myself.
What's your sound?
That's even harder for me, bro, because I have to think. That's hard for me to say because I know what I have. You know what I'm saying? Like in the tank, but I don't. But it makes me forget what I have out there. So people only have a certain amount of music of me that they've heard. So they only have this to go off of. But mentally, I'm like, oh, I'm everything. Like I'm everywhere with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I never really can answer that question, man. Because I really have a lot of different type of music for a lot of different type of crowds.
There you go. That's your answer.
I'm an everywhere kind of sound. You know what I'm saying? I got something for everybody. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? No doubt about it. You know, and I think in due time, I plan to prove that.
So, I mean, you said in due time, and in due time, we have a project coming called Solo Mac.
Yes, we do.
Let's chat about that. What can we expect on this project?
You can expect it's an EP, you know what I'm saying? So don't expect it to be long.
Why EP, not an album?
Because there's no point right now, you know? I don't think I'm really about quality over quantity. So I'm not trying to I'm trying to make my next move my best move. I'm not trying to go for like a couple thousand plays on the cloud, and you know what I'm saying? That was cool the first time I did it. But now, you know what I'm saying, I need more. You know what I'm saying? So until I know it's like at that tangible point where I could really get that more, you know what I'm saying? I'm really gonna keep rocking on a slighter level, you know what I'm saying, until I really have that viewpoint.
It's
you
good
know?
you understand that because most don't.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've really been, like, having so long to really just have trial and error and just, like, jumping back home and coming home to Chicago and really just, like, jumping in the game and learning everything. It's just been, I've been so, like, tried to be so perceptive to everything. You know what I'm saying? And then just, like, with this team and the other people, which I'm still not done listening, y'all. We're going to get to that later, you feel me? It's just, like, it's kept me so wise, you feel me? And kept me so observant. And to a sense, like, I'm not underrated, but I'm still not on a radar. I'm still not on, like, that kind of radar.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
radar you want to be on.
Yeah, but there are advantages to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm fortunately a person who can move. I've always been and take my pride in myself of being like, I'm not really a person who really like became or saw a need to be recognized by a crowd anymore. Now, since I've learned like a lot about how the world works, I want to know who the head honchos are. You know what I'm saying? So I've strived out to know who those people are. So I don't really care about if like a line of people know me or not, because I can get through the line and talk to the person who owned this spot that y'all coming in to come see. You feel me? And that's what matters to me. Like, it's almost been, I was just talking to somebody earlier, like, I tweeted this earlier, like a couple days ago, like, it's almost been like 2 full years and I haven't like had to pay to like wait in the line or like pay to be in a club in a minute. And that's not just because of like music and what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It's just because of me taking that time and putting in that work to know the people who I care to know. You know what I'm saying? And then it makes it a plus because everybody likes me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you have a good personality.
Yeah, good vibes, man.
Good
vibes.
I tried to,
Energy.
bro. You know what I'm saying? I think, like, just because of how big, I almost did it this time, guys.
I knew it was coming. He kept grabbing it, but then he kept not grabbing it.
I'm like, nah, it's okay. It's okay. It's hard. Illinois won't judge me. Illinois won't judge me, y'all.
Oh, man.
No judgment.
But before we actually get sidetracked, let's get back to Solo Mac project.
Yeah.
How many tracks can we possibly expect? Any features?
I would say like possibly like maybe 10, you know what I'm saying? Like anywhere between 10 to like 7. You know, I'm still unsure about that. It just depends on giving that right flavor for everybody, because I personally have a lot to prove with this tape personally because of the person who produced it. You know what I'm saying? All these beats were touched by Rio Mac. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them produced by Rio Mac. You feel me? And
yeah, I already know what you want.
Exactly.
You said it earlier. You love trap.
Like,
you was like, hey, I like making trap. It's
exactly,
fun.
bro. Rio Mac, not like, you know what I'm saying? Even though I was like under a rock about stuff, that's still not a game. You know what I'm saying? Because he was one of my leading. He'd be one of my leading heroes, which is Valet. You feel me? So it's like, that's like, I'm not playing no games, man.
That's
you know
dope.
what I'm saying? And Rio's made in the lab, possibly the same lab that Valet is from. You know what I'm saying? So his beats are like another level.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can, if you don't know Rio, within the first like 20 minutes of meeting Rio, especially if you're in a workspace, you'll understand why Rio is where he is.
Yeah, Rio
you know
cold. That
like,
boy make hits.
He is an effing monster, bro. Like for real.
So
he
what's
be going crazy? So I'm trying to give it 110 all the way.
what can not what can, I'm sorry about that. Solo Mac, the concept behind this title. How did it come about?
My name's Solo. His name's Rio Mac.
Ha! Duh.
So y'all did a Metro, not a Metro.
Y'all did a collaboration.
We did a VTM. You know what I'm saying? We did a ZTM. You know what I'm saying? Z the money. You know what I'm saying? Valet the money. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even.
One of them ones. Yeah, that was the only one I could think of anyway. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually a dope ass title though, and I ain't even catch it.
Can't wait to hear that.
Yeah, guys, it's gonna be great.
Man.
I really like, that's not how I like feel. I feel like probably 30 times that, but I think the best way I can just put that is it's gonna be great.
How much of it do you have done already?
It's just done.
Oh, this is right now. They just
It's been, honestly, to be real with y'all, it's been done for a year.
So it's just really now you just planning like the rollout.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just planning on how I'm finna give it to them. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, don't nobody care about how the cake made. They just care about how it looks. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't really... It's, at the end of the day, they gon'...
Oh, the real. Hey.
At the end of the day, they gon' feel it. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that matters. I feel like they gon' feel it. It just play. Just remember, I have music for everybody, for all different sources, all different walks of life. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You just got to keep that in mind. Keep in mind my versatility and diversity, and then just add Rio Mac, and then you gonna get whatever you guys think that's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It's a busy year.
Yeah,
2019 gonna be a busy year.
2018 for just you, a whole all.
See, that's the crazy thing. People think that 2018
ridiculous.
was a busy year for me this year, but I'm trying to make next year make 2018 look like a vacation. So it's
that.
like
Hey,
that's kind of.
that's called a level up. Right
I have
there.
very big
Yeah,
expectations. I have really, really big expectations for this tape, like ridiculously big.
And
So
that's,
you got a date for it already?
Possibly, it's gonna be in 2019. You know what I'm saying? Anytime in early 2019.
okay.
Early 2019, I would say.
What, January?
Well, you trying to get the
I
exact.
I don't know what early is, but it's early.
Oh, you like January, February?
I was
Look,
just
look,
that's
look,
just me
He was gonna say
spitballing.
January. I was like, okay, first, second, third.
He said
fourth.
early twice, so that means you gotta go back like twice as much. So that must be January. You gotta
January between the first 10 days, maybe 15 at that.
Oh man.
You know.
Hey man, before I forget, because I know my team definitely gonna turn up if I forget, man. The last person I was on was Vo Vision, ugly ass trapper. You know what I'm saying? I also cannot forget about Bree Specific. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the newfound members of the gang. You know what I'm saying? Working on, I don't know how the radio community goes. You know what I'm saying? I hope
We all gang.
we all gang. All right, yeah. She on 92.3. You feel me? Like
Shout out
she
Bree
be doing her thing,
Specific.
you know what
Shout
I'm
out
saying? She be
Specific. Shout out to
doing her thing.
Ricky over there. Ricky over there. Shout out to the homeboy Hot Rod. You know?
Yeah, it's love.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, just making sure, bro, because I love all of them. So it's like them, Nike, the whole squad, all of them. So you know what I'm saying? But I don't know how radio world works. So you know what I'm saying? They be like, we don't say that.
It's not like Death Row and Bad Boy.
It's showing like
Okay.
It's not like Death Row and Bad Boy.
Right, like
It's all
we don't
love.
say those names around here. We don't do that. No.
oh my
No.
goodness.
You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
you might
Like,
not can't say our names over there though.
Exactly.
You think so?
Hey.
You know, that might be true. You know,
Hey.
because this might, I don't know. It's a bigger.
They politicians over there a little different.
Okay, yeah, I guess they're
It's a
politics.
whole nother
work.
boatload of
I hate
politics.
politics.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
In every sense of the. I hate
That's why
politics in
That's
every
why
sense of the
Illinois
form.
radio was created.
Yeah, you feel me? So yeah, that is actually
Anti-politics.
true.
Well, then this is, you know what I'm saying? I'm a part-time resolutionist, so this is a perfect place for me. For real. I just got done beating the case. For real.
Oh my god!
Hey,
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations.
Yes,
For the
sir.
real. Big
Just
salute.
kicked the felony. Real talk. They tried to stick me with one. I was protesting 2 years ago. I was protesting at a Donald Trump rally. The one at USC.
Downtown? Well, near down.
Downtown is.
Right
The
off
one on
Austin, right?
USC. Yeah.
Austin.
I was one of the 3 people that got arrested that
I
night.
heard about. I think I heard about that.
Yeah, I was definitely on television or some more stuff. It was crazy.
Well, at least you beat it.
You know what was really, really wild? After I got out of jail, I felt like me going to jail somehow made me like
Better?
popular.
Oh wow!
You got your stripes.
Like when I got out of jail, I was like, how'd I get these many followers? I'm getting all these likes on my page. Like it didn't jump to like after I got out of jail.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
don't be
So
thinking
I
about
was
going
like,
back to jail now.
I
Look,
definitely not going back to jail.
Don't
y'all.
please don't be Gucci man. Don't try to
I
Gucci man.
got way too much stuff to do.
Don't try to be
Way
Gucci
too
man.
much to do.
Like my followers went up
Way
to
too
yeah,
much.
oh, the real.
100%. I'm
I
gonna go
gotta
back.
go back one more
I'm gonna
time.
protest. I'm gonna go protest it one more time.
Definitely, I will pass. You know what I'm saying?
For real,
Collect
stay
my
out.
200.
I'm about to go
you know
post
what
up
I'm
at the
saying?
wall in Mexico, and I'm finna go protest.
Oh, man. At all.
I had to go easy on the protest too, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out BYP 100. You know what I'm saying? Those are guys. You know what I'm saying? I love all of them, bro. They always be striving, fighting for like our rights as you know what I'm saying? As the black community's rights every day. You know what I'm saying? And striving to really like do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I really, as the more I elevate, I definitely plan to be more involved, if possible, with my like community in general. So I definitely like admire the stuff they do.
Got you. You brought us a new single,
Yes,
and
yes, I did.
before and this single is on your project, if I'm not.
It is. It is.
Exclusive.
It's a little taste, y'all. Like Just a little dab, a little taste.
But before we gonna play this at the end, before we even get into it, I want you to let people know where they can follow you, how they can tune in to you, if you have any upcoming events and things of that, and shout outs as well.
Yeah, of course. First and foremost, man, shout out All Cost, man. Shout out Sound Posse World Entertainment, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my girl Gigi, who is over here, you know what I'm saying, supporting me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my manager in AR, you know what I'm saying? Shout out iLLANOiZE Radio. Solo Mac is coming soon, very soon. Y'all not going to be ready for it, just to let you know in advance, but it doesn't matter. It's just going to be there for y'all, you know what I'm saying, just to let you know. And you can follow me on everywhere, SOLOTHEDWEEB, not the Solo the Dweeb. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all.
Get his name right. Y'all heard him.
Please.
You feel me?
Don't. I'll put it back on.
Oh, man.
I'll put the mask back on.
Put it back on one time for him.
And for those that's listening, as always, we appreciate everybody that tuned in. You can catch us again next Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. I am your boy Biko. You can follow me on social media at official B as in boy.
Can I add one last thing before we jump up there?
Go ahead.
Real quick, I forgot to let y'all know we was missing one last two people. We didn't even get to it, but shout out my boy Finesse Fest, my in-house DJ, the only DJ rocking the best sounds in Chicago, Illinois, you feel me? And my boy Ryder Visual, one of the best visuals, videographers in the land, you know what I'm saying?
Got you. Hey, you did
turn up.
So I almost forgot about.
I love bragging about my friends. I could do it literally all day, y'all.
That's love.
That's what makes a good friend.
It really does. Real talk.
They all talented. They make it easy.
I'm sorry. And again, you can follow me on on social media at official Biko. That's
I threw up this whole rhythm, y'all.
Official as a look. Fuck it.
Look, y'all know where to find me.
You know where you can find him.
Make sure y'all tune in at iLLANOiZE Radio. That's iLLANOiZE, iLLANOiZE Radio. You'll see a bunch of updates on there. Stay tuned for the podcast of this interview. It'll be coming this week on all streaming services, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. So go subscribe, follow, like all of those things, and check out the podcast. The official video will be coming soon. And Pretty Riot, how you feeling?
I'm pretty good. You guys can always follow me on social media. My Twitter's _Pretty Riot, Instagram Pretty Riot. Always, tune in on Tuesdays for a new episode of Spirit Fingers. Hey, Bring It On is like one of my favorite movies. That's what I'm going to be for Halloween. I'm going to be the East Compton Clovers.
Oh, see? It's a drill, y'all.
Yeah, I just came to my head. But check me out every Tuesday for a new episode of Two Pretty Pennies. You don't know? I just want 2 minutes of your time.
That's a really nice name.
Thank you.
That's cold.
Thanks. But yeah, see, he said it's cold, so y'all might as well tune in.
On the real.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I need to watch that.
Facts.
Jones, what you on?
Yo, y'all already know it's Illinois Jones, man. Y'all can find me anywhere and everywhere. Y'all can find me on illinois.co. If y'all want to find me, just, go to the Home of Drill page. Y'all can always watch me, or if y'all want to hear me, just want to hear my voice, you can also go to my mixtape, Spinrilla. Hear me on some mixtapes coming soon. We got some new ones dropping this week. Got a lot of stuff coming out. I just want y'all to stay tuned. By staying tuned, you got to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at IllinoisJones88. I will give y'all my Snapchat and Facebook, but I don't with y'all like that. But it's Saturday. It feel good. It's the Halloween weekend. I want everybody party hard, but party safe. And if you can't do both, stay your ass in the house.
Is that why people are wearing costumes?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm so out of touch with holidays. The only one I know is 420.
Oh, my goodness. That is definitely a great holiday to choose.
It's also my mom's birthday, so.
Oh, shout out OG.
Oh, she got a great birthday.
Don't
she don't smoke, though.
What?
I smoke enough for the both of us. It don't matter.
I hear that. Hey, that's a rhyme.
That's a good song. You're a great son. Look, mama, I got my lungs. I got lungs for both of us.
I got lungs for both of us.
They strong, mama, just like you made them.
Introduce show exclusive, my brother, and yeah.
This is Solo the Dweeb on iLLANOiZE Radio, and you tuning into my hit single Dante, coming off Solo Mac, tuning into a radio near you.
Yeah, this is shit that my demons are made of.